I hope this is my last time talking about hololive for a while. It's not because that I don't want to talk about hololive anymore. It's just that I have other things that I want to talk about other than hololive. From the past couple of videos, I think you already know the reason why I like to talk about hololive so much. So yes, you've read the title right. I have a bunch of brand new plushies in regards to the hololive graduates. The way how I'm going to do this is talk about their graduation and how effective, in my opinion, that graduation was. Whatever's on their channel, if they mention that it's their final stream or their graduation or whatsoever, then it's official.
What?
However, I'm not going to count terminations because that's a completely different story. Also, if a hololive member has graduated but has not made an official last stream for the event, I'm also not going to include that. Before I mention my favorite graduation, I'm going to be mentioning an honorable mention section. So I'm not going to be talking about just other graduations in hololive, but I'm also going to be talking about terminations as well. Without further ado, I think we should get started. I believe the weakest graduation as of recent is Series Fauna's. Now, again, don't get me wrong. I don't think that she has the weakest graduation stream out of every VTuber stream ever. I think what worked well for me is that I believe she was one of the only ones that actually had call-ins. She called in a bunch of English members and even some Indonesian members as well in that final stream. And so to include that too is really touching. I think one of my personal favorites out of all the call-ins was Kobo, and with that song,
I found a mom in the forest. She likes to eating fried rice. Let me get out from you.
oh my gosh, it was so touching with Kobo's song, oh my gosh. She also had a miniature concert afterwards featuring her gazebo and everything too, with that nice nature setting that she has in the back. And then to end things off with Odyssey is amazing. The only downside that I sort of wish would happen, but I know it wouldn't work because of everyone's time and it's out of their control. I sort of wish that when she sang Odyssey, one way or another, she could involve all members of hololive English to sing their parts as well, other than you just seeing Fauna try to sing her parts. But it's still touching to end on that song regardless. I think all the songs she chose for her final graduation stream were all stupendous. And holy moly, it put a smile on my face, especially when she sang Let Me Stay Here as her first song. By the way, when it comes to these hololive plushies that I'll be mentioning here today, they're all going to be based off the hololive Friends With You merch line. So there we go. But yeah, in my opinion, I believe that Series Fauna is the weakest. I'm not saying it's the worst, I'm saying it's the weakest out of the bunch. Following Series Fauna is Amelia Watson's. Now, I know it's weird seeing both of the English girls at the bottom of my list, but that doesn't mean, again, that these are bad or whatsoever. It's just that I have preferences, I guess you could say. She's the first hololive member that I like to call it the soft graduation, where she's not completely gone from hololive, but she's not streaming on her channel anymore. She's basically just going to be part of projects and like any other thing that hololive needs her for, basically. And the way how she conducted her final stream, I think, is really clever too. She showcased different fan arts of like what other hololive members did for her. And what made it cool is that it's set on her special little stage where it's the teammates having a little concert dedicating everything towards her. I think all the songs that she chose were all really cute. It made me smile all the way from start to finish. And I think the one that really got me the most was when she sang Okami Blues as her final send-off song. Give me my reaction in regards to the Friends With You plush that I have in my hands right now. Again, here's the tag. It looks pretty cute. I love the details that they add, like the stethoscope in her jacket and stuff, her little mustaches on the side as well. The only thing that I sort of wish it could do with her hat is to leave the flap up and move it around, because you could do that with the small Ame plush, but not with this one. But it's okay. I still think this is cute regardless. This one's sort of a shock to me because I wouldn't realize that I put my second Japanese Oshi this low on my list. My fourth pick for my favorite hololive graduation is Sakamata Chloe, the most recent graduation out of the bunch. Again, just like Ame, she has the soft graduation where she isn't full-on graduating. In my opinion, when it comes to Chloe's graduation, I love the way how it's basically just a concert from start to finish. All the songs that she performs with her gen mates and all of the different hololive members is amazing. The one that really hit me the most was the final section where she reads a letter from her manager, I believe, and then afterwards she reads a letter back to her manager. And to close things off, she ended up singing Spirit of the Sea by Kenshi Yoenzu. In regards to this plush, I love how this looks. I love how she has her neutral face. I love the attention to detail too. Of course, the hood looks amazing, has the little caution on it. You can't see it clearly because it's sort of stitched in together, but it still looks really sweet regardless. The thing that I sort of wish you could do with this one is that you could have an optional mask that you could put on Chloe. Speaking of which, that's one of my favorite segments from her final graduation stream, where you see a final shot of her mask on the Holux table, and then of course here's her tag. Another thing I forgot to mention too, the reason why she became my second Japanese Oshi is because of her dynamic range of her voice. Oh my gosh, listen to any 3 of her songs. They're all super amazing. Her voice is just magnificent. At first I'm like, is that really Chloe's voice? It doesn't even sound like her when I listen to her streams. But then listening to it more and more, I began to appreciate her voice a lot. Ending up becoming one of, if not my favorite to listen to when it comes to singing. Otherwise, if it's not her, then Ayunda Risu is my favorite singer in hololive. But holy moly, listening to Chloe sing brings me joy to my heart. That's the reason why she is my second Japanese Oshi. But now that she's gone, again, I have Kanade, Su, and Luna. The next graduation that I have after Chloe, I have Sukuno-sana. Now, of course, she doesn't have a hololive Friends With You plush, so I'm using her big small plush that I have. So for Sana, she is the first English member to graduate from hololive. In regards to Sana, her final stream is super effective too. Let everyone know that everything's going to be okay, not to worry. Always be happy. What was the phrase that she mentioned?
Yeah, don't cry because it's over. Cry because what was the exact quote from a legend?
Don't be sad because it's over. Be happy because it happened. It was something like that. She also had a mini concert too, the VR concert when everyone's in their small form. I think she also had really amazing song choices as well, with some of my favorites being Ochamiki no. But if you guys know, my favorite anime of all time is Cardcaptor Sakura. During her concert, she actually sang her opening song in her concert. One thing that really hit me the most, and that nearly sent me tears to my eyes, was the final animation shot right after her concert ended. I'd rather let you guys watch it for yourselves. Don't worry, I'm linking all of the graduation streams in the description anyways. So if you want to check it out for yourself, go on ahead and do so. Out of every English member so far that has graduated, Sana is definitely my favorite so far. Coming down to the final 2. So it's sort of hard for me to choose, I'm not gonna lie. The way how I thought about this is that which one hit me the hardest the most. It's the one that leaves the most impact for me. And for me, the next one after Sana, my next favorite graduation is Kiryu Koko's. So Coco, in my opinion, has one of the best graduation streams that I've ever seen. She had a chance to go through every single generation at the time and giving them their final goodbyes and hurrahs before she ends up leaving. Very emotional when it came to her concert, especially that for some of the scenes, seeing her gen mates trying to hold back their tears. But the one that really hit me the most was when she sang Good Morning Weather Hackers. Especially when everyone joined her at first, and then one by one, you see Coco saying goodbye to all the talents, and then to Kanata, it's like a see you later, or whatsoever. Coco finishes off everything strong. And then during the final segments, you see her walk away, stage left. and then it fades to black. And then it cuts to the thumbnail. Man, that made me very emotional. Like, I was at the brink of crying because of how strong that ending made the graduation feel. But before I mention my favorite graduation stream of all time, and I'm pretty sure you guys could guess who it is at this point, I'm going to talk about a couple of honorable mentions. Not only graduated streamers, I'm also going to be including terminated members. You'll understand what I mean in a second. First one that I want to mention is, of course, Friend A, or A-chan. So for A-chan, she actually doesn't have a stream. Instead, she has a holograph that's dedicated to her. I wish we would have had a chance to have like a proper goodbye stream, but the holograph that she was featured in was also very touching too. At least I'm glad that for the very last shot, you see all the Japanese members gathered together. The only thing that I really wish that we had of A-chan, other than her awesome merch that she released, is a plushie form of her. Because as of recording of this video, Nodoka actually has a Friends With You plush, but not A-chan. It's weird to me, but at the same time too, I guess it sort of makes sense because of the timing and everything. And I'm hoping whatever she's doing right now, everything's going well for her. The next graduated member that I want to bring up is actually Mano Aloe. If any of you guys aren't familiar with her, she was part of Generation's 5 hololive Japanese members. It's the reason why I would almost always consider them to be Holo 5, not Napolobo. Because there's just something about Mano Aloe that, while doing my research on her, I feel like she also plays a key important role of the group, and without her, I feel like there's a gaping hole that's missing that completes the group. The only thing that really stuck to me was her singing Happy Synthesizer in a karaoke stream. I just sort of wish we had more time with her. It's a shame too, because I feel like she would have thrived with the other members too of Napolobo, but I know she's doing well for herself now too. You guys can search her up too, because I'm not going to be mentioning that here, just to respect her. However, the next talent that I'm going to be bringing up isn't a graduated member of hololive, but it's actually a terminated member, Yozora Mel. When it comes to Yozora Mel, her time in hololive has become really rocky at certain times because of the things that have been happening with her, not just on stream, but backstage behind the scenes. Knowing that she was able to overcome all of her hardships only to be terminated in the end makes me feel so bad for her. I knew she worked really hard too. All the more it makes me respect her a lot. I'm glad that her time in hololive puts an effect on how strong someone can be. But that's not all that I'm going to be bringing up. Don't be upset, but I'm going to be bringing up some Nijisanji members. And the first terminated member of Nijisanji that I want to bring up, it's Selene Tatsuki. From the past couple months before her termination, everything has been really hard with her. I got into her late, but learning about her and the situation that she was a part of made me all the more respect her, and to learn why I don't want to support Nijisanji anymore. It's not that I don't hate the talents, it's just that I don't respect the company behind the talents. There are some talents right now that are very sketchy at the moment too, which is why I still steer clear of Nijisanji in general. But yeah, Selene Tatsuki was definitely one that stood out to me. But an actual graduated member of Why did I say hololive? This is not hololive. She's collaborated with a hololive member though. The one that I'm referring to in Nijisanji English is Lazulite's Pomu Rainpuff. She's the one that's collaborated with Takanashi Kiara. But in my opinion, when it came to Lazulite, I think Pomu was definitely the one that made me smile the most out of the entire group. And of course, her love for Metal Gear Solid. Now, I'm not a fan of Metal Gear Solid, but I love it anytime she mentions about it, because I think when she talks about it, it brings a cute side of her. There's one more member that I want to mention too in regards to Nijisanji, and that's Mika Melatika from the Indonesian branch. When it came to watching Nijisanji, at first, it was actually her that got me into Nijisanji in the first place. The reason why I also really love her graduation stream the most out of everyone in Nijisanji is that she left it off on a cliffhanger.
Hi, chat. Actually, there is one thing I forgot to tell you.
That's it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you can't watch it anymore unless if you archive the stream. But I think you all know whose graduation is my favorite out of the bunch when it comes to hololive. So yes, you guys know it. It's Minato Aqua's graduation. This is the graduation that literally brought tears to my eyes. And not just like the sad tears, but it's like the ugly cries too. I also have her gaming outfit that I mentioned in my last video. And I'm going to be opening this one on camera. The reason why I prefer Minato Aqua's over everyone else's graduation stream is sort of because, not only because of a personal bias, because she's my favorite hololive member in general. The way how she conducted her graduation is probably one of the strongest, if not the best, in regards to how everyone else presented their graduations. I would say that Coco would also be in the same boat as well, but personal bias sort of comes in too, so there we go, I guess. I mean, she has like all of her letters that she's mentioned to like the staff, as well as her interview with Yago at the beginning of her stream, and then leading up to her concert, performing with her gen mates, performing with other hololive talent. Just like Chloe's graduation, at the end she has her own dedicated stage. She goes off with a bang singing Aqua Iro Pareto. And then I think what really got me the hardest too, you could really feel the emotion when it comes to Aqua singing that song for the final time, because you could audibly hear her crying in the middle of the song. And thinking about how much she's done to bring her up to the legendary idol status that she is today also made me feel that she really made an impact in hololive, as well as setting an example for future talents to come. It's why I give major respects for Aqua for doing what she can and what she did, because all that she's done throughout the entire time she's been in hololive was spectacular. Now, I wasn't there from the very beginning. When I started learning about all the hololive girls and whatsoever, and learning about each of their personalities, any character that I feel like is like shy, who like is very introverted, but also has their own unique personality, I gravitated towards Aqua. I just really love Minato Aqua a lot when it comes to stuff like that. I love her voice. I love how determined she is, especially in the final moments leading up to her graduation too, trying to max out all of her ranks and accomplishing them too. It's a feat that is so incredible, and I'm very proud of her for it. And then of course, you have that final Minecraft stream that she had right before her graduation, where she made all those different notes, and of course, collaborating with Pecora. Now, for Pecora, I know she's not a graduated member, but I have this one in remembrance of their final stream together for the Minecraft thing.
3、2、1。OK。バカがよ、お前よ。クソホロライブは消えてんだよ、バーカ。じゃあな。
Just like how I have the original Aqua plush that I have with Shion, this one's in remembrance from the final stream together for Minecraft. I'm very happy that I have the both of these in my collection now too. I'm going to start with Aqua first. Like I mentioned before in my collections video, I didn't get this one from the actual hololive website. I actually bought this one off of eBay because they didn't sell this version of Aqua at the time. But again, if not for her original outfit, this is my favorite outfit from her. And I think, honestly, looking at this, I love the details on everything. It looks so nice. And then, of course, I have Pecora. This one actually looks really nice as well. I mentioned before that I'm going to be putting all the graduated members up on my top shelf, but I think for Pecora, I think I'm going to excuse her in the meantime too. I love the design on this one as well. The cute little tail that she has in the back, the gaming jacket and everything too. Everything looks so nice on her. This one I actually did purchase off from the hololive's merch website though. And I love the details on this one too, especially on her eyes with the little bunny silhouette on that you see on her irises and stuff. It's cute. I like it. I love it. But yeah, that's not the only thing that I want to talk about too. So I'm going to be mentioning about Aqua and Shion at least sometime in the future too. I don't know when I'm going to be doing that. But of course, if you know the figurines that I have with them, I'm going to be talking about that as well. But that's not the surprise. The surprise that I mentioned in the title of the video is this right here. So this is hololive's 5th Fest Capture the Moment. And I actually just got this in the mail the other day, and I'm going to open it and show you guys my reaction of this. They're sponsored by so many things. There's literally a label here that shows all different copyrights and stuff. I think this is like based off of the songs they sing. I guess that makes sense. So there's that. But this is my first time seeing all this too, so I'm going to give you guys my reaction on this. But before I open it, again, here's the box without the plastic covering on it. There we go. So it's a Blu-ray. I'm going to face it towards me and show you guys in a bit. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. This is probably one of the last concerts too that you get a chance to see a majority of the graduated members that I mentioned earlier before, other than Coco and Sana. Oh my gosh. Wow, because the artwork on this looks so nice. So, opening it up, this is the first thing that shows up. So, hololive 5th Fest Capture the Moment. Whoa, okay, that's cool. This is how it looks like inside. So I don't know if it's supposed to be packaged like this, but you see that I have Blu-rays on the side and on the bottom there. I don't think it's supposed to be there, so I'm gonna quickly adjust that. Okay, updated now. This looks a lot better. So the artwork looks pretty nice too. So it features different slots that you could change. So of course, this is the one that it comes in. Day 1, hololive Stage 1. It features all the members that you see on this right here. Here's the second one. So this is for Day 2, or Day, oh no, I'm sorry. This is Day 1, hololive Stage 2. So these are the other performers on that day. Here's Day 2, hololive Stage 3. You also get the hololive and Honeyworks collaboration. So depending on what you want to choose, you can literally switch off any of these to insert it for your Blu-ray collection. But it also comes with a deluxe photo booklet. Holy moly. So it comes with different pictures from the concert itself. Ooh, yeah. And it actually displays all the different songs that they sing. I know this is going to be weird when I say this, but this book actually smells really nice.
You are so gross!
Wow. Yeah. Everything that I've seen. Wow. Yeah. This looks really cool. Now, for me, I've actually never seen this concert in full. So, I'm going to take my opportunity to actually watch this. Hopefully have the time to actually like sit back and like fully enjoy this too. Oh my gosh, yes. Ooh, this is so cool. But yeah, that's the booklet. And then I also see it comes with a HoloFest story. It says 2019 through 2024, hololive 5th Fest Capture the Moment. So I believe this is sort of like another Blu-ray that mentions about the stories behind the different concerts that hololive has hosted throughout the past years or so. And I think this is sort of like a compilation of that, and maybe like a documentary style of like how it led up to the technically current concert of Capture the Moment. It's not just that too, but there's also a set of, I believe this is an acrylic stand looking at this. So here's Toki no Sora looking at this up close. So let me open this real quick, because I feel like, oh no, it's not just Toki no Sora. Okay, these are all the performers in the actual concert. Oh my gosh, oh that's so cool. Yeah, Sora, Roboko, Azuki, Sakura, Miko, Hoshimachi Suisei, Akiros, Hachama, Fubuki, Matsuri. Oh, God. Yes. I love Aqua. I love Aqua. Shion, Ayame, Yuzukichoku, Subaru, Miyomama, Okayu, Korone, Pekora, Freya, Noed, Sencho, Kanata, Watame, Towa. Oh, there's Luna. Whammy, Ninichi, Botan. Uh-oh. Polka just escaped from me. Laplace, Louis, Koyorin. Oh, gosh. Then there's Chloe. I love her too. Iroha. Oh, Risu. You're definitely my favorite in Indonesia. One of my favorites. Muna, Yopi, Ori, Anya, Rene. Oh, another one of my favorites. Zeta. Yes. Kaela, and then one of my other favorites. Gobo. And then Callie, Kiara, Ina, Gura, Ame, Iris, Fana, Crony, Mume, and then last is Bae. Wow. This is cool. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with this because I'm a person that would display all of these girls probably around my room somewhere, but I'm probably going to save this and just leave it inside here. So again, to recap the Blu-ray for Capture the Moment, you have all the members performing, you have the bonus disc, you have the photo book as well as the set list of the concert. You have the 4 different photos that you could choose from. And then of course you have the actual Blu-rays themselves here, alongside with, again, whatever cover you want for the left side here. So that's Capture the Moment. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. But enough of that. I'm going to be taking you guys up on the top shelf this time and show you guys where I'm going to be placing my new hololive plushies. Let's go. Alright, so I haven't touched any of these so far. Let me put Sana back in her rightful spot right here. She deserves to stay where she's at. So let's do this by graduated order, I guess. In technicality, after Sana is my beloved Aqua. Let's move Asuna and Yui out of the way for a second. I mean, it's not that bad. There we go. She looks good up there, honestly. I know technically Ame is next, but I want to put Chloe up too. The order I want it is English, Japanese, and then on the other side of Sana is another Japanese member. And then on the other side is an English member, and then on the other side of Aqua is an English member, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So I'm going to put Chloe on this side, right next to Sana, if I could stick her up. Oh no, I'm sorry, Aqua. For Chloe, I'm going to put her up here. Please stay. Please stay. Just as long as she's not going to like fall over, I think that should be okay. Okay, let's do Ame. Also put her with Aqua on this side. Sorry, little girl, you're gonna have to move too, but at least you're next to Ame. There we go. Actually, no, I think that's perfect. Because at least with this position too, at least Dino Gura could hold on to Ame right here. It's absolutely perfect. We have Fauna here. Need her back. Oh no, Chloe, no, please no. I don't want any more problems, please. Oh no, stay. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm gonna keep it as is. There we go. Honestly, I don't think it looks that bad. So let me do a little more rearranging real quick. I know that Aqua likes Sword Art Online, so I'm gonna try to put my Asuna and my Yui keychain with her. Please just stay. Come on, Aqua. Hold her. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing with my Dragon Balls. Honestly, did that sound weird? I hope it didn't.
Okay.
I also don't want to try to block the faces of Nesoberi plushies that I have because I think my graduated members are already doing a good job at doing it, so perfect. Yeah, this is my new updated shelf. So at least all the graduated members are at the top. And again, all of English is at the next, well, technically top area of the shelf here. That's not the very top of the shelf. Of course, my Indonesian members in between all the middle section here. Again, leave your suggestions in the comment section on what I could open next. In the meantime, I think I'm done here because I think this video is way too long. At least you guys know who are my favorite hololive graduated members, as well as my thoughts for Capture the Moment. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.